Hello, this is Fuel of the Soul, and I'm here with your reading for Gemini, January 2021. This is the second half of January, and we're going to start. So I moved the camera a little bit, and I think it's going to help you guys maybe see the cards a little bit better when they're laid out. Ooh, nice. We have the Magician. Oh, I'm feeling kind of spicy with that for some reason. Like, what's up with that? Ooh. Okay, I'm going to take them, but I'm going to go this way. So, we have the Fool. Interesting. What is going on? We have the Two of Cups. Okay, let's see. Okay. We have the Four of Wands. Oops, forgive me. I want you guys to see these cards. The next one is the Four of Swords. So why are you all sleepy, huh? What's going on here? What are you not looking at? Let's see. We have the Queen of Cups. Okay. Okay. And then, sorry guys, I'm really just trying to adjust them. I don't know if I moved or the camera moved. Let's see. Maybe that's a little bit better. Okay. And then we have, so we have that. Oh God, guys, sorry. And then we have the Four of Wands. Oh, you have two fours, right? And you have, again, we said the Four of Swords. We have the Queen of Cups. And let's pull, sorry guys, that kind of took a bit. Okay. Okay, I feel like that camera moved. 3 more cards for Gemini. January 2021. We want this for the second half of January. What can I do? What can I tell Gemini? Gemini. 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 3 cards for Gemini. Sorry. 3 cards for Gemini. Ah. Some cards. Oh! I didn't even realize one flew out, guys. We have the Two of Wands. Okay. 2 more cards for Gemini. Ugh, I almost should have just grabbed that card. It bent like crazy. Like rubber. 2 more cards for Gemini. Okay. Whoop! Let's grab those. And 2 more cards for Gemini. If those stick again, I'm pulling them. 2 more cards for Gemini. Okay, we have the Two of Swords. So you have 2 twos. You have 3 twos now. Interesting. Okay, 1 more card for Gemini, and we can start this reading. One more card for Gemini. What? I'm going to let that one. That's the death card. And I'm going to take it because I heard a snap. So, let's see what we're seeing here. We have the Magician. Now, let me look here. I feel like this is about like a couple or a family. As I start looking at all the cards, the Magician, I feel like there's some control issues going on. I dare say manipulation. So I feel like there's some kind of trouble brewing, in the sense that Gemini is having, I feel like you guys are having problems with a couple, another person, a partner. And you have even family involved somehow with that, maybe children. The Magician talks about controlling, managing, and creating. And you can use that in wonderful ways, but you can also use it in a way that isn't so very nice, right? When you're the Magician, you have a lot of control and you have a lot of gifts within you, and you're able to manipulate things into certain ways of flowing with the energy, or even going against the energy. So the Magician here, I just feel like there's like manipulation and control going on. Now, the next thing we see is the Fool. And I just feel like the Two of Cups, there's like, that's what's going on. There's people here that are not acting right, and there's people here that are trying to control. So there's a sense of unbalance going on right now for two people, two energies. And it's really like throwing off Gemini. That's what I feel. Gemini is having some problems with that. Now, yeah, I just feel like that. I feel like it's kind of keeping Gemini off balance and making you even feel maybe silly, and maybe making you feel like you're powerless, like you you somebody here just feels like they're being controlled, and or someone here is, yeah, kind of like creating scenarios and making another partner feel like they have no value, very off balance, and it's hurting the other person. You know, there's love there, there's energy there, but there's also problems there. And they have to do with control, manipulation, and making the other person feel less than, like, you wouldn't know, you didn't go to college, or, oh, you wouldn't know, you didn't have family. Oh, you wouldn't know about numbers, or, oh, you wouldn't know because you never had that type of feeling, to making you feel kind of dumb. So that's what I'm feeling. Okay, now let me go to the next. Now maybe this isn't you, but maybe this is the other person that you're dealing with. So the next card is the Four of Wands. So I think that marriage was on the table, and I feel like two people here are like at not at odds. I'm hearing at odds, but like they just can't connect. I feel like this is you, Gemini, the Four of Wands. So I almost feel like you're numb, You're getting more numb, and your partner is not even facing you. So you're kind of in one way and that person's in another. And I feel like you guys aren't meeting, and you guys had love. There's love here, but there's something you guys are at odds about. And I think that there's this control situation going on. It could even, and this is involving family too. So this is in the family way for people. So this could be outside family members jumping into this. This could also be you having children, being in a relationship with people that have children. And there's like this disagreement going on. And unfortunately, what I don't like about it is that I feel like you're split in in your mindset, you're split on what to do. You really are. And I think that you're feeling that it's not getting any better. So you're not really seeing like potential here. But up here at the top, this row I could have read easily in another way, and it could be very prosperous. So I might even do that. But what I'm trying to express here, that there is love cards here. There is cups on the table, if you will, right here. So whatever these differences are, it might have to be about killing the old way of being, killing the mindset, and really killing the old. Really, just putting it to an end. And what I mean by that is not necessarily breaking up, but changing the way you guys are working towards each other. Because we have the Two of Cups, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Four of Wands, and it's like crazy. It's like you have cups in your reading. The Two of Cups is so strong. And I feel like this Death card is about, next to the Two of Swords, it's like two people who aren't seeing eye to eye. So it's like the next card talks about Death card, right? This is the Death card. This Death card is about many things. This could be about two people choosing to separate and break up because they cannot get along. They're not seeing eye to eye. They're kind of in different places right now. And you don't know what to do. You're the one that's kind of sitting there thinking about what you should do. You almost want to break. It's almost like you want to break from others as well as a partner. Okay, so there's this thought of possibly going on a different path and leaving the relationship because it's not feeling healthy anymore. But also, the Death card is here also trying to show you that next to the Two of Swords, which is all about the mind, this is all about the head, thoughts, right? This could be about you and your partner choosing to change and just kill it. Just kill the old mentality. That's what I really believe this card is also saying. You got to change and put that mentality to bed. It's got to go. And the Death card is about revamping, rechange, putting it all to the side, starting all over again, clearing the slate, and beginning something new. But you just got to end it. You got to end that behavior. There's like a lack of trust that I'm feeling too. Like you don't feel safe anymore, or your partner doesn't feel safe talking to you. So it's about the mind. There's a lot of mind here. And there is and was love here. The Four of Wands represents a family that's connected, that has connection. The possibility of connection is there. It's very much there. It's though you have to choose that path, right? So you can choose, or the other person could choose to not do anything, right? And you can choose to do something about it. You can choose to end this mindset, put it to death, end it, goodbye, and start all over again and open up that new relationship. You have the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups in this row. You could say, end this, get back to loving, and get back to seeing eye to eye with your partner. Now, for some of you, you might be ready to move on because you're not seeing eye to eye with that person. You have 3 twos in your reading. And twos are like, they can be duos, right? They could be connection, right? You're a Gemini, so there's like 2 sides of you also. So this could be about maybe you not being able to make up your mind about a relationship. Maybe you're feeling one side of you is not being respected, and you're not, in the other side You're feeling controlled. Possibly, right, Gemini? Maybe you're confused about love and what love looks like. Maybe you're unsure. Maybe you're afraid of family. Maybe stepping into a new family, one that's already built and made. Maybe you have family that exists, right? That you've created. And you just feeling checked out, like you just don't know how to reconnect. You don't know how to start over again. You don't know if you should build on this relationship or should you just continue the doubts and the fears. And maybe you're thinking about going on your way and choosing to go in a different direction. The cards here, though, talk about that ability to create and recreate something healthy. But it would have to mean ending a relationship, the behaviors, the old ways of being with your partner. For some of you, I think that there'll be a separation and an ending, a transition into a new way, a new life. For some of you, I think that you will choose, I think you will choose to separate from a partner. But for some of you here, you're seeing the value. That's what you're doing here. You're thinking. You are checked out, but you're seeing. You're thinking. You're thinking. These swords are about thought, and it's like these thoughts are about your family. This is about family and home life. You're thinking about it. You're thinking. You're evaluating everything. You're thinking about a partner, male or female here. So it's not like this is done and gone and over with. There's thought here. And I think that somebody here just needs to make a decision. Not needs, is thinking about making a decision and not knowing what to do. It's like they've arrived at a fork and they don't know what to do. Do they take on the family way, or do they keep finding reasons to not agree and not to see each other for who you are, both of you, and you're not connecting possibly? And that might talk about ending a relationship, or that might talk about changing, absolutely clearing the slate and changing the behavior and how you view your partner, right? Because this is a lot about how you see your partner. I mean, sometimes, and I'm not saying this is you, I'm talking about just in general, right? This is general advice. Sometimes we forget what our partner looks like and the value they bring to the table. And this could be the same. This could be the other person not valuing you, not seeing your worth anymore, where the light is dimmed and you only see the darkness, the disagreements, the differences. So this could also feel like it's ending or heading that way. But the way energy works, the way your life works, the way your future works is things change. So for some of you, you may see this reading and you might want to rethink your choices. You may want to reach out and communicate, or you may have already made a decision about your life changes, your personal relationships. And things can shift like this. I mean, they just change. So if this reading is not to your liking, there are ways to make the energy shift. And that is all about, not saying that you have this. I'm talking about if you want to try to shake and shift the energy, you would have to change your perspective and how you communicate with the other person. If the other person is not checking in with you and you've made attempts and efforts, then it might go to the place where things will eventually end. But until you make those choices and changes because you want to, because you choose to, because you value that other person, until you do those things to make effort, that's when I believe that you can like kind of accept if there's going to be an ending or a change here or a different direction in this relationship. This family, this relationship might go in a different direction. Okay, so that's part of what I'm seeing. Now, let me see what else. Now, there's love here. There's love here. These are like really two beautiful cards. There's connection here. It's almost like you guys have lost connection. And or there's a fight here. I don't feel a fight so much as like differences. And I feel like maybe even time has come into this. And maybe it's about other children in the relationship. I definitely know that I feel that it's about control issues and about feeling like somebody's like not as intelligent as the other person, not as experienced. It's like almost like dumbing down a person, not feeling valued. And that could be why there's these differences here. And it's just about communication here. A lot of it is about that. Perhaps one of the partners is too controlling and sees things in very old way of thinking, a very old way of thinking. The magician is very capable of everything. I mean, he can do so many things. But there's magicians out there, the energy, that are really outdated. And they only see it one way. They only see it's got to be this way and it's got to look this way. We have to be this way. But there's a lot of new ways of thinking now. So there's many magicians out there that think more open-minded, that are more, can see more in different angles and be more open-minded with a more youthful thought, a more current today thought. So I say that because if you're looking to shift this energy, then perhaps you have to look at how you see things, how the other person is seeing things, right? If you feel lack of connection, if you feel disconnection, if you're feeling like you're not treated right, there's so many things here that Gemini has to evaluate and make decisions on and choose. Now, that is one big scenario I just sent you. I just told you about. But I want to make sure that there's something, if there's anything else here that I see. So just give me a second so I can kind of look. Please. I feel like there's something else here. Like maybe one partner here is thinking that it's ending, but really the other partner's just kind of checked out. So sometimes in relationships, maybe ones that have been together for too long, maybe you're not reading each other properly. You're not reading each other. And maybe somebody here is thinking, oh my God, it's coming to an end. But really, the other person isn't really thinking that. The other person is just taking time away and is evaluating their life. Yes, is thinking about family, thinking about their personal relationships, but they're not necessarily in breakup mode. Now, perhaps people here are not feeling as connected, but it could be that there's just differences here. Not differences, like it's more like you're thinking something or the other person's thinking something and the other person's not even thinking that. They're not, because there's love here, there's family here. So it could be like you're just totally misreading each other. And so one person here is literally thinking it's coming to an end, when really it's just that you're not reading each other right. You're not feeling your partner, you're not sensing your partner, and you're feeling like there's going to be some kind of a separation, or maybe even a change. But this change doesn't have to be bad for you or the other partner, and it could bring the family more together and the relationship. And maybe choosing to take a more naive, a more innocent, open-minded, like come what may, or like let's just go for it, let's do this, let's jump and try energy, could really manifest and create, like, if you will, like a dream or a uh, like a wish. You guys could be working, basically almost creating a spell that you're working the energy to kind of come from a place where you guys do not understand each other, where you're thinking it's ending, but it's really because you're just not connecting. Thinking again that you might be separating, but really this could be just a change. Maybe the partner here is thinking about just like changing jobs, and they're stressed about the job, so they're not focusing on a partner, and the partner's thinking there's something else going on here. Maybe this person's afraid to share, right? Let's say that's an example. So maybe there's just going to be a change in direction. That change of direction could help this Queen of Cups, which could be the one of the partners. Here's the Four of Swords, that would be you. So you're contemplating and wondering if this could help the family and the relationship, but it might be really risky, and some people might even consider it a really dumb move. But really what you're doing is you're manifesting and creating and being the magician and using all the tools that you have, your pentacles, your love, your fire, right? The wand is more like the action, the decisiveness. Maybe you're creating something new. So I just read the cards backwards. And that is still in that scenario that we're discussing. But it could be that maybe somebody here isn't reading their partner. So this is about looking at something, looking at the relationship and opening it up and really looking at it from different perspectives. Just the way a reader reads cards. Look at it from this way. Look at it from this way. Look at this person this way. Look at your situation that way. Look at it from the top. Look at it from the bottom. Really look with open eyes. And if you're feeling blocked, like you can't, some good things for you to do, and this would be to if you get some salt, like a salt bath, I suggest you do a salt bath. That will clear the energy. You could also use the sage to help you clear you. You could also, if you're fortunate to have um, like the ocean to clear the mind, clear the energy, if you do any type of meditation, anything to help you clear the brain. If it means listening to like easy, relaxing music, you might want to do that and then look as you look. But do that before as you look at your family or your relationship that you think might be ending or that maybe you're trying to salvage. And I talk about those things because it's really hard sometimes to get centered, to get grounded. So you might need to do that salt bath. You might need to sage. You might need to be open to talking to somebody about it, somebody that's not involved, and maybe help you, right? And or maybe even come from a place where you're chilled out, you're calm, you're not going to go crazy, or the other person will go crazy. You know what I mean by that. I apologize. I don't mean actually go crazy. I mean get it, just get heated, with words or I don't know, heaviness, negativity. Maybe it's about you kind of having a deeper conversation with your partner and connecting, finding connection. So maybe you don't feel, or the other person feels like the ending is near. It might not be near at all. It might be that the two people are just not on the same page right now. Okay? So we have to be open about this. We have to make sure that we're seeing things with clarity. And so the salt and the sage, and there's other ways, but also lighting a candle and really just looking at that flame, not touching it, just looking at that flame and just sitting back and putting your thoughts into that flame, like your mental thoughts, and see what you start hearing. It's kind of like a meditation or like a sitting still and listening to your thoughts. So these are the things that will help you to kind of look at this and see and make sure that what you think you're seeing is really what's going on. And eventually also communicating with the other person. Okay? What else? So also wanted to say, it could be another scenario that there might be family here that's getting involved in a relationship, and that's bringing differences to the table. Enough that it affects maybe the relationship, and it brings up the differences, and maybe they bring up things that may or may not be true, but it brings them up. And so then there could be some kind of interference by family not liking the other person for you, or maybe the other way around. Maybe you don't particularly like that family. Maybe you feel like they're not on your side. And so that can also cause some rifts. Okay. So I just saw a little bit of that. I kind of heard like that at the end, just like I almost heard like, okay, talk about that, but it doesn't feel like it's all that. It feels more like the other readings, the other ways I read these cards for you. Okay, so I am Feel the Soul. This is the second half of January, and I would really appreciate it if you would like these videos, if they feel true to you, if they feel authentic to you. I would appreciate it if you would like the videos or even subscribe, because it helps me. I'm growing. I've been telling people I actually got 15 viewers last month, and I was excited. I was so excited about it. So it feels great. It feels good, and it supports me and to continue this work, I will see you in February. God bless you. And Gemini, I love you. And I want you to find yourself, love yourself. And if you've already found yourself and you already love yourself, then I want you to just know that you are appreciated, that you are loved, and you are respected. That other energies, other humans, we value Gemini. And I don't know, I just feel like I had to tell you that. Like, you are loved, you are respected, and I want you to have a wonderful 2021. We'll see you in February. Bye.